Sorry if we lost you. We have not perfected this art yet. Airplane mode, for some reason, does not stop everything from coming through and interrupting you. So I'll just repeat in case you missed. Gabriel, our youngest, is not at the table. He is upstairs sleeping away. And our older one, Jonas and Ephraim, is awake. Yeah. Right? Staying up way too late. Far past his bedtime. You can't touch the fire. This week's Parsha is Parshas... Yeah, he's still too young for that. This week's Parsha is Parshas Chukas. And Chukas, or Chukat, is the quintessential law of the Torah that we don't understand. The difference between a chok and a mishpat, a law that we understand, and a law that is designated by God that we can only comprehend certain levels of, much, much less than we can understand. An example of a mishpat, of a law that we can understand, would be do not kill, do not steal. Laws that involve our moral compass that we are naturally inclined towards and we can understand in and of themselves. A law like the para aduma, or the red cow, the red heifer, that is an entirely red cow that is burnt entirely, and then its ashes are used to purify someone who has come in contact with a dead body. That is the quintessential chok of the Torah. It's the inunderstandable law. Some opinions say that the reason why it's so inunderstandable is because it purifies the impure and it impurifies the pure. Actually, the one who does the sprinkling of the waters of the red heifer waters, he becomes impure, while the person that he sprinkles with those waters becomes pure.
So who's going to sprinkle those waters when Mashiach comes? Because there's going to be...
Just to...
As a question.
With what?
Who's going to sprinkle the people when Mashiach comes?
Because
then that person is going to become impure.
And therefore?
Then who's going to pure? So there's always going to be someone impure in the world?
In the times of the Talmud, there was always someone who would be impure, yeah. And that person's impurity doesn't last the same. It's not a 7-day impurity like that of touching a dead body. It's a 1-day impurity where the next day he's already tahor again, he becomes pure again. He remains tamei ad ha'arav until that night. So it's not the same level, but the fact that he becomes impure at all by touching the waters that purify one who is impure is something that we cannot comprehend. We can't understand why that would be. One of the things there's so much talked about, it's funny, you get to the one law in the Torah that is incomprehensible, and there's more talk on it than any other parsha in the Torah. Quintessential. It really represents the way that the Jews, as the Jewish people that we think. If it comes to something where we can't understand, suddenly everyone's got something to say. Some of the parshios where there's a lot more that we can understand, so people are a little quieter, they have less to say. But when it comes to something we cannot understand, so suddenly everybody has many, many pages of what to say. If you open up any book on the Parsha Chukat ends up packed a little bit wider than every other book in the Torah. I also would like to wish a mazel tov to Julian Shelfo and his family. Julian is one of my students who just made his bar mitzvah today, celebrated his bar mitzvah, and he read the Torah portion of Chukat, and he also spoke about this concept. I'll give you a really, really short Torah thought on this, something that you can take with you for the week, but there's obviously much more that can be said about it. The quintessential chok of the Torah, the Nesivos Shalom, says that this is our understanding of the entire Torah is based on this one mitzvah. That this mitzvah that involves a dead body is talking about someone who is only physically engaged, because while we are alive, we also have our neshama, our soul in our bodies, and that soul is our chilek elokom imal. That's the life breath that we get from heaven. That's our actual connection to God, and that every one of the 613 mitzvahs are actually just 613 ways that we can become close with Hashem, with the Almighty, with God on a level that we wouldn't be able to experience. So the 613 mitzvot of the Torah are there in order for us to experience dveikut, to experience dveikus, to experience closeness, intimacy with the one above. And every single one of the mitzvot does that. And he says, what's the reason for the red heifer? The red heifer takes, it says that it's a kapara. It's something that atones for the sin of the golden calf. And part of the sin of the golden calf was something that separated between us and God. Something that made a mechitza shel barzil, that actually is an iron curtain, something that separated between us and Hashem. And he says, what is the thing that separates between us and Hashem? What separates between us and Hashem is the self-absorbed, self-centeredness that we all experience, the I-ness, what he calls the anochias, or the yeshus. The I-ness, or the separation, the being, the existence of self. And that prevents us from having a relationship with Hashem. He says, who is the mitzvah of the Parah Aduma is said as being the mitzvah that's called in Moshe's name. It says that Vayomer, twice in the saying over of this lemor, that Hashem says to do the mitzvah of the Parah Aduma, and it's said that is in Moshe's name, in Moshe's memory, in Moshe's remembrance, and that Moshe was the person who was Ish Anav Mikol Adam. He was the most humble of all men. He was someone who had conquered all self-centered values and was actually able to fully devote himself to Hashem. So he says that the Parah Aduma is the quintessential example. It's interesting. He takes it and he turns it around. He says, this is the mitzvah that is the basis for all other mitzvot. That every one of us has to remove that selfness, that self-absorbedness that we're all born with in our early days, in our young lives. At the age of 1.5, we are fully self-absorbed. But the goal is that we get to the period of bar mitzvah, right, Yonas and Ephraim? Where we're suddenly able to connect to Hashem, and we are able to start working toward that value of erasing ourselves, so to speak, of taking ourselves and not worrying so much about who we are or what matters to us, but what matters to our relationship with Hashem, and concentrating on that. May we all be able to conquer that self-absorbedness that we have, create humility in our lives, and be able to become anavim, be able to become humble people, and to connect to Hashem with the Parah Aduma and every other mitzvah, with Beviat HaMashiach, with the coming of Messiah, and that we should have the red heifer speedily in our days. We should be able to become pure from all of the death in our world. One other thing, death represents the unexistence of the soul. What leaves when a person dies? The soul. What's left is only the person's body, only the person's physicality. And that is why the Parah Aduma is the rectification of that. The way it's become so impure when we are fully physical, that Hashem says there's actually a tumah, there's an impurity that sticks around. And the only way to become pure from that is with the Parah Aduma. So, in the same vein, may we be able to experience the subjugation of ourselves and the pushing down of our selfness, not our uniqueness. We should remain unique, we should remain individuals, but we should be able to subjugate that to the higher purpose of becoming intimate with God, of becoming able to experience that oneness with Hashem.
I don't know what he wants.
You understand, Ephraim? Do you want to make Havdalah? El Yeshua sing Ibe Salam. Adonai Tzvai Simano Miskam Lanu Lehayakon Salam. Adonai Tzvai Sasher Adam Vayteach Bach. Adonai Yeshia Melech Yaneinu Miyam Karenu. Leihodi Maisar V'Simcha V'Sasai Mikai Kein Tielanu Kais Yeshua Saso V'Shem Adonai Yakram Savrim Ranan V'Ravanan Rabbi Sai Nai na 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 nai nai di di nai na 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 nai nai di di nai na 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 nai nam di di dam di da nam di nai na 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 nai nai di di nai na 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 nai nam di di nai na 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 nai nai na na nam Ibarak Adonai Eloheinu Imelech haolam Vayrei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Imelech haolam Vayrei imenei besamim.
Amen.
Na 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 ma ya 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 yam di di na na ma ya ya yam di da na ma ya 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 di da na Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Imelech haolam Vayrei me'orei ha'esh.
Amen.
Di-da-na na 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 ma ya 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 yam. Di-da-da ma ya 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 yam. Di-da-da ma ya 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 ya. Di-da-da. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Havdil ben kodesh lekal Beino lechashech ben Yisrael l'amim Ben yom hashvi'i l'sheish yemei ha'maseh Baruch atah Adonai Havdil ben kodesh lekal.
Amen. I'm beginning to realize why you put him to sleep before Havdalah. Oh.
Hi, cutie. Come say hi.
Wanna go say hi?
Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimmeya Meyamenu, Imashiach ben David, Yava Eliyahu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimmeya Meyamenu, Yava Eliyahu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David. Hi.
Can you say hi to everybody?
Say hi.
Hi. Hands are for waving. Do you know how to wave? Yay!
Can you say bye?
You say bye-bye?
Bye-bye. Can you say I love you? Can you blow kisses?
Do you know how to... Oh, blow kisses? Oh,
Yeah, blow kisses. Yeah, okay, good job. Can you clap?
do you know... If you're happy and you know it...
Yeah.
Yay!
Can you mark it? Mark it with a B. There you go, mark it.
I'm doing it.
Good job.
What do you do when you want more? No, more. More, please.
That's all
Yay,
done. More, please. Say all done.
All done. All done.
Say touchdown.
Touchdown! Yay!
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 What if you want to talk with your mouth?
No.
Then you say uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Then you interrupt Havdalah.
Cute.
Cute? Are you cute? Yeah.
Yeah. That he knows for sure.
Shabbat Tov.
Whoa! Were you trying to lean on the chair?
Shabbat Tov, Shabbat Tov. A good vach. We can't wait to see you next week. I have to make one service.
Huh?
Just an announcement so everyone is aware. We will be going away from July 6th to August 4th to Indiana. And we hope to bring Havdalah live with you to Indiana. We will be going to Camp Nagila Midwest, which is a boys' camp during the time that we will be there. It's currently a girls' camp. And they have half boys, half girls for each half of the summer. It's a wonderful, wonderful camp in Indiana. Feel free to tune in and join us there. And hopefully we will have some of the campers available to say hello to you from Indiana. Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov, good vach, Mazel Tov, Julian. Have a wonderful week. And we will see you next week, right back here.
I think you should go to bed. Wait, don't pause it yet. You have to let it wait for 30 seconds. Oh my goodness. Yofi Tofi, are you so tired? Could you tell Tati? Could you say, Tati, I'm so tired. Could you please put me to sleep? Do you know how to say I'm so tired? So tired, baby. My siblings always say so tired, baby. They would rub their eyes. Hi, teacher. Is that our baby?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also just came to turn off the camera and I noticed that we have a Shavua Tov from Camille at Hotmail.com. We would like to wish a Shabbat Tov back to Camille at Hotmail.com. And if you are around, please find us on Shabbat.com. That goes for anyone else as well. If you would like to find us on Shabbat.com, Adam and Shira Freedman come join us here in Denver, and we would love to have you. Obviously not between the weeks of July 6th and August 4th. But other than that, we look forward to having you. Please find us. Shavua Tov. Have a wonderful week.
Want to play with it? It's just wet. It doesn't taste good. Do you want to play with it?